Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the DCUO Sourcecast. I am, of course, Trex, and tonight I have beside me, via the winterwebs, Super Patriot.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
And, of course, Brittany.
Hello.
So, we didn't have a show last week because, well, one, Batman vs Superman came out, so you're like, you know what, hey, have a weekend off, enjoy the movie, go and see it, or hate the movie, whatever. I can't judge much, but whatever. But last week was actually pretty cool as well because Soups invited us, myself and Brittany, to be on the DCO People's Podcast, which was really awesome, especially trying to interpret what Orbit and God's Disciple was trying to say. Vulcan, I can't understand them to begin with, so there's no try.
Vulcan's English has gotten a lot.
It has gotten
better. He used to be nearly and very easy to confuse.
But it was a lot of fun being on the show, and also seeing how Orbit does it, because he streams on YouTube. He doesn't stream on Twitch, right?
Right.
So it was interesting to see how that world affects, which it wasn't bad. I was really impressed with the amount of chat that was going on. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, his understanding is that because he's got like 30 some subscribers, and I don't think he's got nearly that many followers, which that he's reaching more people by streaming it on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, and even then, it's like early on, it was really, really a horrible live stream that YouTube had. But over time, as YouTube gaming became a main focus, live stream service on YouTube has gotten way better. It still causes little problems for me because at the same time I try to stream on Twitch and YouTube, so I think XSplit or my computer at the time was basically like, what am I doing? I can't do this. Please stop. So I just do Twitch normally. But the thought, after seeing how Orbit does it on YouTube, I have decided that I think next week I may try and do it on YouTube as well. I'll have to try and do some testing this weekend / next week. But it was really interesting.
Keep in mind too, that was the episode of that podcast we've ever done. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
because you guys were going to be there, and I know you like to do stuff in the evenings on Thursdays. I know you've got your plans, Trex, and all that. So I told them all flat out, I was like, it can't be none of us. Oh yeah, we'll start up at this time, and then we start an hour later. All right. It's like, you want these people on, we got to start at a specific time.
That's right. So let's see how everyone's couple weeks have been. Soups, how you been, man?
Well, let's see. How have I been? All right. See, Saturday had to install in the house because it was leaking from around the base and all that, so I had to install a new toilet. Then Sunday night, the main drain line got clogged up, so I had to stay up all night bailing out the because it was raining, bailing out the sump pump wells in the basement, so the basement wouldn't flood. So that was fun. Then Monday we had the plumber come over, which was awesome. I ended up getting sick though from taking the shop vac outside and dumping it in the freezing cold rain, which you can probably tell I'm still getting over that cold. Let's see here, and then today the line backed up again.
Dude.
So we had to get the plumber out here again. Same guy came out, and he came out with a borescope, which is a camera at the end of a very long line, to see what was actually blocking the line. He re-snaked the drain line, all right, and ran the camera down all the way out over 110 feet. And finally, there was blockage right at where the line emptied into the city sewage. And whatever it was, he's not sure what it was, but whatever it was, he knocked it loose. So
I'm going to need you guys to eat more fiber in your diet.
You know what he say he thinks something crawled up, died.
That poor raccoon.
Which I'm like, God damn it! Which wouldn't surprise me with this squirrel population we have around here.
Oh no! Just call Squirrel Girl; she'll fix everything.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, remember, if she can handle Doc Doom, she can handle a squirrel infestation.
Yeah. But other than that, things pretty good. I was able to get on today and get my April Fool's briefings done. Thank God. I actually was able to do it in PvP phase.
No.
I'm not suggesting you do it. No, this morning when I got on to go around and do them, it was the villains were kind of like they were like, oh hey Super Patriot, they weren't attacking or anything like that. That we were all just out there to get the briefings. But then when I got back on this afternoon to try and get my last one, they were all just being a bunch of little jerks. All of them were just being a bunch of little jerks. It's like all the kids got home from school.
Spring break, man.
Bunch of mental PvE gear wearing bastards.
Well, Soups, Brittany, I hope your couple weeks haven't been as shitty as Soups, apparently.
No, mine have been pretty good. I've just been busy working and reading all these new updates for other games and hoping that we get to have our update here soon. Next week. Fingers crossed that everything stays on track. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had anything like too crazy happen last couple of weeks, so it's been good.
Very cool. Very
How
cool.
was yours?
Mine was it was pretty steady. Just a lot of Division, lots of it. I've really enjoyed a lot of it. Finally hit level 30 last night. It was really just a goal to hit level 30 this week because now my other friend. Okay, so this is why I can't do nice things for my friends because their friends screw it up. So nice Soups. Okay, so Newegg had this deal. I think like last month. It was you get the Elgato, the actual box, the Elgato HD60 for $160. All right, $160, and you also get Division on PlayStation 4 for free. And so I linked it to him, and I'm like, "Hey man, you really need to check this out." And he was like, "Dude, I would so get that, but I don't have the expendable income right now because I have to get ready for C2E2. But after C2E2, I will do it." So I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, spend an hour doing research and try to figure out if the deal's going to last that long." It was not. Well, actually, it was, but the flyer that I looked at said no. So I was like, you know what? I still have a little bit of tax money. Let me do a very nice thing so I can have good karma. I bought it for him. And I sent it to a common friend who always goes to his place so she could give it to him when he got back from C2E2. So they get back, and of course, schedules, conflict. We kept it a secret. We told him because she does reviews for a bunch of websites. She's like, "Hey, I got this review copy of The Division for free. I'm going to give it to you." So he's like, "Cool. I won't buy the game now." Awesome. So, and of course, time is passing by. She hasn't done it yet. Schedule's conflicting. He keeps poking the bear. He's like, "Hey, remember that free copy of Division?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, are you ever going to go over there and give it to him?" And at the same time, he's giving me so much crap because I was horrible on Battlefront. Trying to aim, I sucked. I give it that. All right, that's me. So he's giving me all this crap. It's like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to play with Trex and he's going to shoot like a stormtrooper type gaming." I'm like, "You know what, jackass? It's going to come back. It's going to come back. My revenge. Oh, I'm going to get through this game. You're going to be like, oh, I talked so much crap." I'm like, "Yeah, you did." But then last week happened. His buddy CB came and bought him the game and gave it to him. And I went by this past Monday night. I'm like, so here's the thing. I hate CB. He's like, why? I'm like, and I told him the whole story where I got him the Elgato and I got him the game. He's like, oh, you got me things. I'm like, I did, jackass. So here's the tip. Here's a tip I can give. I want to give everyone. If you're gonna do something nice for your friend, like get him something for free, try and message all of his other friends that are into the same thing and tell him not to jump in your shit. Because the whole surprise was ruined by one person. Dang it! But it was still good. It was I now have to go over there next weekend to help him set it up because he's a noob. He just doesn't know. But yeah, but other than that, lots of Division. Keeping up on the DCO forums. I haven't really gotten a chance to log in because I've been playing Division so much. It's really taking a lot of time. But it's so fun. But so tonight, we're going to catch up a little bit of what happened last week. So we're going to talk a little bit about what is on the test server with Game Update 59 and also episode 23. And also this week we're going to take a look at the April Fool's Day. So I'm going to be on the test server a little bit, going through the new tutorial system for Game Update 58, and then we're going to switch over to live, and I'm going to try my best to find apparently these nodes for April Fool's Day. Who knew? Soups.
Yes.
Remember I played 2 games with the D. I have 2 Ds. So, why are you taking issue with what I said in the chat? Well, if you're gonna be correct, I can't get enough of 2D. Of the 2Ds. I know I'm digging myself into a hole, and you know what? I just gotta keep burying. I can't. There's. I'm trying to think. Do I have any other Ds in that I play? No, I got nothing.
No, Greg. I think what he's saying is he like double P'd.
Welcome back, Chill. So let's head over to the forums. Take a look at the test server. So test server has episode 23, which gives us the new 8-player operation Brainiac's Bottle Ship. Now this is just a normal raid. There is no elite version to this. So, Lois may have temporarily halted General Zod from getting the coordinates of the Brainiac's bottled ship, but now Zod is holed up in the top room of Lex Luthor's Science Spire and is threatening to attack the City of Metropolis. Meet with Supergirl and find a way to remedy the situation in the new 8-player operation Brainiac's bottled ship. So, and for the villains, of course, your Lex is telling you, like, hey, maybe she can get into the accident. Ho, 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 ho. What are you going to do? So, this is going to be a minimum combat rating of 150, which, luckily, I have basically missed almost all of episode 22. So, you know what? I still have that. Yay, thank you, minimum. And then we also have the new 2-player duo, The Will of Darkseid. The war between the new gods is heating up on New Genesis. Report to the battle site and help defend the area from Darkseid's invasion force in the new 2-player operation, The Will of Darkseid. So, as this one has a minimum combat rating of 150 as well. Now, we were on the DCO's People's podcast last week, and Orbit showed us some video footage of both instances. So, the Will of Darkseid seems to be is actually going to be one of those operation type ones as well. So you're actually going to go into different spots, but you're going to end up in Central City of all places.
Yeah, I think we start off in New Genesis. In Central City.
Yeah.
Outside the Flash Museum.
Yeah. And then Brainiac's Ball Shep, where we're basically trying to find the Ball City of Kandor. That's basically what we're trying to find. So, awesome. Sadly, I'm not going to be running these tonight. I'll try and do something with these next week. Testing. Yeah. And then next up, it's Game Update 59. Now, I'm not taking these as the full patch notes of what's coming in Game Update 59. Mass might try to sneak some stuff in. But I also want to give a shout out to Dex over here, content and social media manager. Dex giving us color coordinated notes. Look at all the colors. The colors. Maps, get back on the colors, man. Come on. You can do this. As I've learned, it takes 21 days to get something in rhythm. Keep doing it for 21 days, and you'll get into the rhythm of making it colorful. Thank you. So, first thing in Game Update 59 is the Loot Choice UI available in all tiers. Kind of get a hallelujah. Or, well...
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'll take that too. For those agnostic people. So, they've extended the Loot Choice UI to the earlier tiers of DCUO. Now, all solos, duos, alerts, and raids on the on-duty menu will have this feature added. As far as I know, it's not... It's only affecting on-duty instances. It's not going to actually to affect... as far as I know, like, leveling purposes, like walking into a place, I'll test it out while I'm on the test server. But as far as I know, it doesn't really deal with that. But so... Everything on the on-duty menu is going to have the Loot Choice UI that we see in-game now. And no, Sarkick, the gear is not unattuned. I think that's probably the next step that they're going to go with, but we don't have that just yet. And I have to give a shout-out to DCO developer Avair, A-V-A-I-R. If you see him on the forums, give him a big internet hug. Just go over there, hug him, shake him. It's like, you did a good job. You did a good job. He did an excellent job here. He did this. Shout out to you, buddy. Shout out to you.
Yeah, I don't think the gear is going to be unattuned unless it's already unattuned gear that drops.
Correct.
Yeah, Meps already made a post about that and said that it wasn't going to be unattuned.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how much work that would be to make... I mean, I don't even know why. No.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I did that, I did a video just looking at this little highlight video, and just going through it. And after I got done with the video and just going through editing, I'm like, you know what? Making this unattuned, this sucks. This is going to be like the roughest thing anyone's going to have to go through. Like, you don't have any other projects. This is your project. And this has got to be like months and months of work to look at the entire loot table. Now, the one benefit I do like about the Loot Choice UI now is we, of course, already have the website DCUO which is basically a database website so you can find out what gear drops from which boss.
Yeah, and I'm not sure when the last time that thing was updated.
Agreed. But now with the Loot Choice UI, now instead of just getting randomly just one piece of gear dropping, we can now see two pieces of gear that drop and try to... And of course, I mean, DCO is still like, you have to manually enter everything in. But we at least now know where to find gear. Yeah. Or even a specific style now. Because, sometimes we all know like the same thing drops over and over and over again, but now we have a 2 loot choice system, so now we can try and figure out like, okay, well, this is going to be a little better now, and also for the rare base items that everybody wants as well. Good point, Green Lantern. So, hallelujah to this. This is great. So,
is Lee ignoring you guys in the chat, Brittany?
Maybe because he's timed out.
Oh my god.
I'm just waiting for him to answer.
I keep getting asked if my moderators abuse their powers, and I always say no.
Wait, Kate asked that?
No, other people ask.
Oh.
I get asked all the time.
Kate? This guy.
I do not know Kate. I know Kate because...
If I was to abuse my powers as a moderator, I'd never be talking in this chat.
Alright, so moving on, tutorial updates. So with Game Day 59, they made adjustments to the tutorial instance at the start of the game. Important messaging has been updated to be clearer and more instructional for the player. The list of improvements are going to be down below, so we'll look at those. And some little fixes here. Halls of Power Part 1 Operation Artifacts passed. Big Barda and Mantis will now appear in the Necropolis scene, the cutscene. Modern Batman Legendary Grant. Updated the mission to autocomplete and mail the reward at level 5 instead of level 1. This will help fix players who are falling off the expected mission path. Now, modern Batman, that's not... that gets rewarded to you?
Yeah.
I thought it was Robin.
Yeah, it was, okay, the 75-year modern Batman legend. Yeah, that one gets a reward to you. It caught me by surprise because I started leveling up 2 new tunes.
Yeah, you did.
And, well, I didn't have a rage or a fire tune anymore, and I needed, to make, 2 tunes to round out the powers. So I'd have at least 1 tune for every power on the game. And they happen to be rage and fire. But yeah, well, as soon as you complete the bottle portion of the tutorial, when you first start off there, before you leave it, you get rewarded the 75-year modern Batman Legends tune.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was
Apparently Lee is asking for it. Like Lee's asking for the band, apparently. I don't know what's going on. Okay, and for powers, for movement, swoop attack will no longer cause the camera to jump to a faraway location. For sorcery, they updated the tooltip for offering to reflect that your character's Guardian Fury and Watcher pets are the only NPCs that get power over time when it is used. And then the UI, press and escape while the connecting screen is up should no longer attempt to open the HUD and close the game. Weird. And they updated the icon for all tiers of the 10 count catalysts. So, Soups, do you have this game update opened up? Because I'm going to hop in the tutorial mission now, and I want you to read off this stuff.
Yeah, hold on a second. I will open that up. People are wanting to know what my rage tune name is. What my rage tune?
Yeah, what is that? What is that name?
Well, there was a really, really cool name for you.
Wait.
When...
Did it get changed?
No.
Oh, okay. I was really scared. I'm like, did you get...
No, there was a really, really cool name that we all came up for you. You're getting ready to switch to Rage.
Yeah.
And all that. You were looking for, ideas for a new name. And, there was a really, really cool name, which honestly I feel actually won the voting.
It did.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Like a landslide.
Oh, it did win?
Yeah, it won.
Oh, yeah, but you didn't go with it.
I could not.
Yeah.
It was the fear of getting that report and getting that free rename token, or perhaps changing my name. I mean, I still have the name. It's still in my character list. I have that name. Like,
no, you don't. If you had that name, I would not have been able to use that name.
No. Yours is the more simplistic name. It's not the original name.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's an adjective or words before it.
Oh. Well, anyways, yeah, I took the name. I named my Trexipad, which I mean, just come on, it's a rage tune. Put
it
together,
is,
folks.
It is.
All right, and if you're having trouble putting 2 and 2 together with that, the name of her lair is Bleeds for Days.
Oh my god!
I got it! Oh my god, for Brittany, I win! Anyways, yeah, what was the? If that was in the name.
Mine was like my grid said. It's Blood Red Trexlight Pad, or Blood Red Trexie Pad.
Blood Red Trexie Pad. Yeah. Yeah.
Because apparently euphemisms don't work with me. I need to have a long ass title.
It was pretty funny too. When we were in the chat. I was leveling that tune up, and everybody saw the name of it, and everybody's laughing and everything. Rooted, of course, was disgusted with me, which is fine.
Of course.
But
I knew she would.
We're all laughing about it, and then we're like, and then somebody came up. They're like, "So wait, are you saying you can only play that tune once a month?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can only play it for like 5 days out of the month, and then I gotta put it away." All right, so
God. I don't know what to say. It was so funny. But okay. So I'm in. Oh, that was cool. So okay, so I have to, of course, use my ranged move first. So it was in yellow, matching the yellow emblem on my controller, or at least I'm hoping. So I did see a color difference.
yeah, see here, the important messages will appear much larger on screen and vary in color to coincide with the degrees of immediacy to perform the required action.
Yeah, so it was a yellow.
The overall frequency of system messages has been reduced to avoid spamming the player unnecessarily.
And
You need to reduce your chat. You need to reduce your chat box.
Fine. Sorry, it was for parser purposes.
All right, yeah, but are you doing the parser in the tutorial?
No. God. Alright, so now I'm coming into the Overseer fight. So, skull icon, it's in red. It's a red lettering. That means it's scary. That's a no-duh. And press R1 to block incoming and light heavy damage.
I gotta say, I like how the ship is a lot darker.
I like the green.
Yeah,
Me too.
the
I
green
like
on it makes me
the-
feel like I'm on a Borg ship.
Nice.
Alright, so moving on. So I can actually spend skill points? Oh, I can spend skill points because I'm on test server, but you won't normally see that on tutorial until in a moment.
Until you go through that doorway.
Yeah, okay, so I just... I'm not checking the scoreboard. Does it open up? No, okay, it doesn't work. So I hit level 2 before actually going into the doorway. So I can actually use a power now, which I'm going to take Taser Pool. So you leveled up early, and then...
Should have taken sticky bomb up there.
Shut up.
What?
I always go with Taser Pool first. So I did. So okay. So it's telling me how to use my my melee attack, but the melee was still in the same gray scale color. So
It's also been telling you to open up your inventory, and you've been ignoring that.
it's also telling me to spend my skill points, and I've definitely been ignoring that too. Alright, so I tailed with the first wave, and now the next wave is coming.
Don't you get one skill point? Or, like, when you...
When you get to level 3,
Yeah.
Oh,
you
level
get a
3.
skill point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm on the test server, I have 120 skill points to spend. And I don't want to.
Well, can you spend one so you don't get that message? Or will that message continue to pop?
It will continue to pop
It'll keep
until...
showing up there until you spin.
spend all
Oh
of
my
it.
gosh.
But hey, it's the frequency of that message is lessened.
It's still one too many.
So your Brainiac Sentry model range of attacks, which we have seen here. The Brainiac Guardian model has also changed to make him more epic looking. That's the last boss that you fight in the tutorial. Cinematic at the end of the tutorial now plays immediately after speak to Superman or Lex Luthor. It doesn't wait until you go up to the teleport.
Oh, nice.
Grid, I listened to some of them, yeah, but Smurf was also on at the time, and you know how, it's hard to listen to a briefing when you've got SP, 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 Super Patriot in your ear all
It's
the
me,
freaking time.
Mario.
So what you're saying is you have to wait until he's not online to listen to it.
Yeah, or I've got to go to another chat. SP. I mean, and he will do that until you say what or hey Smurf or what you need.
Really?
Smurf.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he will do that until it's like that episode of Family Guy with Stewie when he was going, Lois, mom,
Mommy.
mommy,
Mama.
Lois.
Jesus Christ, Smurf.
It's exactly like that. I have gone off on him. I don't know how many times because he does that. SP, SWAT.
Hi. So it's nice to tell me how to throw or smash hailed objects. Yep, it even tells you to get close when it glows green to pick it up. That's nice.
You know, cool lair items that thing's dropping in there. I want one of those soda machines for my lair.
Right? I was actually leveling up a tune, and some of those low-level instances have some really cool items that would
I
make
know.
amazing base items. Like, the model's already in the game. Can we get them, please?
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
man. They're so cool.
Well, not just in the leveling content either, but like that desk that Bruce Wayne has in his office in that family operation, that Tier 5 operation, the desk he has in his office right there, I want the desk.
Yeah.
I would want that desk so bad.
Okay, so now I'm in the area where I'm getting to learn the combat counter stuff.
Red says to hold, block, and counter melee attacks.
Oh, that's a lot better.
At least it's like in your face red.
Hold L1 to lock on the target.
Alright, so what's next? What are you going to tell me to do? Hold, blue to interrupt range attacks. If I learn how to target.
Well, it did tell you to hold L1
Shut it up.
to lock on a target. I'm just telling you, man.
Yeah, it actually did say that.
I know, I saw.
Pay attention to the tutorial tracks.
You should also spend
God.
a skill point.
Stop. What? We've been
I'm
doing
just
this.
saying, that's what Just saying.
Have we not been through this?
Well, that's what your screen says. I'm just relaying the message. Look, hold L1 to lock target. Well, that's what I'm seeing on your screen now. See?
Yeah. And then once you complete here, you become level 3.
Can you spend a skill point?
I haven't spent the one I just got.
Can you spend that one?
You earned a skill point. You can press the start button to open your skill trees menu
I really can.
and spend a skill point.
I mean, I just got, things around me I just gotta kill.
Yeah, but you could have done it before you ran in there. It's actually still telling you. It's been telling you since you ran in there. Since you hit level 3, it's been right there on the right side of the screen.
Boom,
See up
done.
where it says skill points earned, press. Yeah, okay. Alright. Just making sure.
So it's more things to fight. Now, besides the boss that got the graphic update, what was the other one?
The cinematic at the end.
I thought it was that's the final boss. Wasn't there another enemy that got a graphic update?
No, the Sentry models. They've been changed and use a wider range of attacks.
The Brainiac Sentries?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I haven't seen them yet. Because everything looks the same. Oh. So this is the ship guardian now.
You know what's funny about this, Britt, is they had that one little quick message, and this is probably something they're going to need. They should may want to make a note of, since Trex hasn't done it yet.
Oh God!
Even with all the tunes he's leveled up.
Oh God!
Is he hasn't gone into his inventory yet and equipped any of the gear he's gotten from drops.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Oh.
Yeah. That would be a good idea. Tell
That's
them
true.
To that first piece of gear they get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not.
Also, a little tutorial thing. Also, to show them how to lock their styles.
Ugh, that is awful.
Man, that's true. The only reason I haven't put that gear on is because it's tutorial and I just don't care. Because I'm on the test server, so that's why I
Right, but did you even think of doing that, though? Did you even notice you were getting gear from those boxes?
Yeah, because I've done it for 5 years.
Yeah, but you never thought to put the gear on. That's the thing. I mean, they may want to have
you're
little
completely
notification.
right.
You need to get further away from it. Told you.
And I really like that those 4 pillars that you have to destroy, they get destroyed in like one hit.
That was how I used to get my 100 hit counter feat.
Oh, yeah,
I used to get my 100 hit counter feat in the tutorial. Just by range tapping the boss in here.
That's right.
Really? I got it on that, whatever that boss was before that does a little shield thing. That's where I ended up getting mine at.
Well, I'm talking about before they introduced the interrupts tutorial thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is all you really do all day. Just tap range in this room. Pro tip.
No, actually, I was talking about the boss you beat before Superman comes out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always get it in this area, just with everything, all the enemies coming to you, just tap range and just knock it out.
Yeah, sometimes you can if they're coming out fast enough.
Oh, look at Trex getting feeds.
It's test server.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Trex normally doesn't.
Trex gets.
Oh, dang it!
Trex will get feeds on the test server.
What am I saying? Clearly, this is test.
I didn't botch the tutorial.
Can he do it?
There you got it.
Oh, I think everything's dead. Yep, everything's dead. But yeah, I definitely like the new bottle. Definitely like that. And skipping movie. And exit via teleporter. And yay, done.
Yeah, make sure you go out the left door.
The left door?
Yeah, go through the... No, to the one to the west. The one to the west.
You say that, and remember, you're on a 30-second delay.
Oh my god! Now you're not going to get any. You're not going to get any OP on the test.
Any OP items?
Yeah. You didn't hear about that?
Wait, is that a bug?
No, that rumor, that theory we had it was confirmed. It was confirmed the other day. On Twitter, they answered back saying that, or somebody answered back on Twitter saying that any tune that left through the west or the left teleporter out of the Brainiac ship has a 45% greater chance of getting OP items on it.
Nice.
That's why, like Brittany, like your one alt has like all those OP items. It's because you went out that left teleporter on your alt.
All right, so I'm hopping. I know I meant to hop on. Actually get onto a level 30 character and actually test the instant stuff, but I do believe that it's only going to be for the loot choice UI. It's only for instances in the on duty menu. So as you're leveling up, you're not going to see the loot UI choice unless you get into an instance from the on duty menu. So all right, so we're gonna hop on live now, and we're gonna check out this stuff. I forget. Actually, let me go back to the test notes. And all right, so on the live tests on the live server, on live server for some server hotfixes. Episode 22, the head guard of Omnipotence, the elite, has now has toughness, increased health, and decreased might, dominance, vitalization, and defense to match other OP items. Okay, I guess there was an issue.
Speaking of which, Brittany, check this shit out. All right, 2 weeks in a row. All right, we've had somebody from my league their first time beating PBE got the freaking waste.
Did you kick them?
Damn.
No, I told them all they had to change their name to incorporate Trex into their name. So, Trex, when you log on later, look forward to seeing Trex Hammer and Assassin Trex.
Assassin.
Do what?
Hey, my son is calling, so
Also?
I'll be back with you.
Oh, go. Okay.
What if you just accidentally butt dialed Super Patriot?
Right? It's like my dad is such a. So, anyways, so for rage, the rage combos using DPS roll will now start power regen immediately. There you go. And then the seasonal, I know that doesn't matter anymore. Teleport is fixing the issue with villain characters that have not finished their first mission, only having a teleport option to Burnley. And then finally, the server hotfix that came out today, which is April 1st, new collection and base item. We went deep into the voice-over vault to make a new collection and base item available now. Head over to your Amusement Mile this week to get yours. This collection will only be available for 1 week. It ends on April 8th. All right. The collection's base item reward is tradable and can also drop in the vault. And a known issue, the base item is currently difficult to pick up in place. But I believe they've already fixed that. So, I guess I'm going to now hop in game, since it's been so long, and see what's going on. Oh, hey Pixie, I see you there. Really fast. Okay. Switching over to a more quieter voice chat. Apparent. Okay, so you were not serious about sending me that thing via the mail, huh? Unless I had 20 mil.
Huh?
I don't have anything in my mailbox, Brittany. You told me you were going to send me something. Oh, I do.
What are you talking? Yes, I did.
My bad. My bad.
You might want to check again.
All right, so this is the base item, all right? The only one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's actually check this bad boy out.
Oh, your inventory makes me sick.
Oh, your face makes me pretty. What was it called again?
Mischievous brief.
Mischievous. There it is. Oh, it's so cool. It's all purple.
It's so cool. Put it in your base.
I'm really upset that it doesn't get a black background.
Oh, that's true. That's weird.
My eyes are hurting. My eyes are hurting.
Well, just put it down in your base then. Put
Okay.
your base. Put your base.
Let's go to a base. Hurry up and teleport. So that's one of the items that we can get from this thing, right?
I don't think there's more than that. I mean, you can either get that from the actual collecting the briefings from Amusement Mile, or you can get it from the vault. And the extra one I got was from the vault. Yeah, set it on an actual, like, node.
Oh, so on, dude.
Yeah, like one of those circle thingies. Don't free place it.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, it moves!
Yeah!
Get your ass back over here!
Actually, it's really cool.
I was trying to collect you. Get back here, you little ass. Oh my god, it's so awesome. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Whee. Nice. Okay, so it kind of. Wow. That is. Okay, that's too cute. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Must be pretty cool to have your base like filled with them, or have a few in there running around.
Grid, make it happen.
Right?
You're the guy. And okay, I was gonna say I think I was in Gotham, but I was not.
Oh, I wonder how busy it's gonna be out there. It was bad this morning. I was out there at, I don't know, 7 o'clock my time. And there were like at least 5 or 6 people at each node in the PvE phase, like camping them.
Jeez.
And that was like super early for me, so I'm very curious to see how it is now.
Yeah, since it's the weekend, it's prom time.
Exactly, that's what I wanted to see was during prime time. Can you buy? Yeah, you can buy them on the broker grid.
Yeah, someone's already selling for I think like 500K.
Oh, it went down? Okay, that's good. This morning they were like a little over a mil. The lowest one I think was a mil. 20 people on one node? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
it was-
weekend.
it
It's
was
the
better.
weekend. So how's your
Bad.
boy?
He's good. I actually forgot to mention that earlier. Called Sunday, Easter Sunday.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
So we all finally got to talk to him and everything like that. Been like, I hadn't talked to him since he left, which I can still choke him for it. But I was really happy. I was really happy to hear from, that he's did good. He's doing good and all that. Graduated from his basic. He was going through his airman week this week here, which he told me he finished up, and he says going to transfer to his technical school here, which is at the same base down there at Laughlin Air Force Base, and starting that up next week. And he'll be getting his back, so he'll be able to we'll be able to call and text and all that stuff. He did tell me that after he graduated, he was able to go out and see Deadpool and Batman versus Superman. But he's a huge Spider-Man fan, so he had not yet seen the latest Civil War trailer. Which I know when I was sitting here watching it, I got really excited and here to watch it with, because I know he just would have tripped out. But I told him all about it. He's got some nice. If he hasn't seen it yet, still, because he still wasn't allowed like electronic devices yet this week. So he was saying, I told him that I sent him. He's got some nice gifts waiting for him in his inbox on his for his text messages when he gets his phone back.
Oh man!
So I sent him a few gifts of the from the trailer and everything.
Oh, that would be crazy. How many months has it been? A couple? That he hasn't had any.
Well, he left here February 2nd.
And he hasn't had like access to his phone or internet phone? Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay, so yeah, Amusement Mile pretty packed in here. Not sure if it's.
It's so funny. Everybody I talk to, man, they had the same reaction like that. Like, man, fuck, man, no phone, no internet for 2 months. Oh my god. It's like, meanwhile, when I first joined the Navy, all right, there was no internet.
That's different, though. I mean, that's completely different.
Man, it's basically in the same comparison. It's like when you joined the Navy, there was no pen and paper. I mean,
no, I said when I joined the Navy, there was no internet, asshole.
Well, I'm just saying, it's the same thing. We have to compare it equally. And
people could still write letters. There was pen and paper. You smart ass. Not
there was electricity and running water.
Use smoke signals.
Oh my god! It was funny though, because it was kind of fortuitous for him that he called, because one of the guys in the league, Killen, he's in the Air Force and he's stationed in Arkansas, and he's like, man, I'll tell you, if you don't hear from that kid by this weekend, I will drive down there and beat him up.
Okay, so how many locations are there on the amusement mall for this thing?
Quite a few. Like, a lot of them are on the roller coasters, like towards the water. And then I found a couple.
I found like 3 on the roller coasters.
There's 2 under like a bridge that's close to where you pick up that mission by Gordon in the water, like at the bottom. It's like in the water. There's 2 down there. I think I found 5. That's what we found when we were searching. But I saw somebody write that they found like 7 nodes so far, because I think on the other what's that thing called? Ferris wheel or something? I think there's a couple. We're standing over there with like a few people like camped out. I think there's a couple over there.
Yeah, there's one that spawns right there where that guy was at that you just passed.
Yeah.
There's one that spawns on a little ledge on the roller coaster, like it's a light that sticks out. It's to your left.
Smurf's in the chat, he's saying there's 9.
Oh, there's 9. Okay.
He's farmed it on a few tunes today, so.
Wowzers.
That was all that I could find, at least. There weren't that many people.
And you can use the radar enhancers, right?
Yeah. That actually helped out a lot. I would use those. I mean, if you have any and you're actually going to look for them, I would use those.
Good.
Yeah, but once you get down to when you get to 4, don't even bother popping it. Just find a spot where one of the nodes spawns at and just sit there and wait.
Yeah.
Wait for yours to pop up, because it's. Oh my god! It took forever for me to finally get that 5th one finally. And then when I finally when it popped up in front of me, it was like it was like an alarm went off in the area, and like told everybody where it was. It was right there, and even with me standing right on top of it, able to hit the button to investigate it. Really, as soon as it spawned in, I almost didn't get it because there was other people showed up to take it. Fortunately, they were all heroes, so they couldn't be douchebags like some of the villains were being, and hit me, so I couldn't collect it.
I only had one person out there that was like trying to gank people out there. The rest of the villains actually were cool and like weren't attacking. Like I wasn't out there looking to attack anybody. I was just trying to get it done so I could leave. But
yeah, same here. And, this morning, it was fine. There was nobody out there. The villain. There was like me and like one other hero, and the rest were all villains.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all like, one of them came up. One of the villains came up and waved to me. I was like, hey, because everybody was like, we're just gonna get this done. But then I logged back on this afternoon to get that last one, and there's like villains all over the place, and there was like huge wars going on over different areas and everything. Oh my god!
I claim the roller coaster for Lex Luthor. This is Lex Luthor coasters now.
Hopefully it won't be as busy like later on in the week, and I think I'll go on my other tunes and do it then.
Or just pray for the
It's
vault.
up for a week, right? It's up for a week, right?
Yeah, up for the week.
Ends.
So
I'm just gonna wait till it's closer to the 8th and then go out there.
Smurf, what you should do is take a picture of the area, go into Photoshop, and actually make where all the nodes are and post on the forums. Or keep it to yourself or in League Mates. That's what you should do.
no, Smurf doesn't do that. Smurf's too busy finding shit that's broken in the game, and then like that forms that remember that all those pictures of those weird looking misshapen tunes flying around in the watchtower.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was Smurf. Smurf started that.
Damn it, Smurf. Smurf's a trendsetter, that's all.
No, he just likes finding stuff to break, find stuff and breaking the game.
Like, look, we know the game's not perfect, but you don't have to keep showing everything that's broken. Dang it.
But no, these things are going to be a lot of fun to place in your league hall, because then whenever you go in there and run some of the operations that go, having people out there that don't know about them, they're going to run up to them like, "Oh, briefing! Come back, briefing! Get back here, briefing!
Get back here, I love me, you son of a bitch!" But I mean, as far as I've seen from the forums, a lot of people have loved it. Of course, you got some haters, but what are you going to do?
Well, of course, I mean,
this is something fun and abstract, and apparently brings to life an area that no one goes to anymore. So
I was just leveling a tune over here the other day. I was leveling Trexie Pad over here the other day.
That's right, blood on all the clowns. But I do like it. Thank you, Brittany, for giving that to me. And I definitely think I'm going to focus more on trying to get him in the vault, unless I can get in here like on a good morning or something. Crane
hopefully it'll die down.
Hey, Trex.
Yeah.
You need to press the start button to access your journal and select the mission to track.
I hate you.
How do you turn that off?
I hate you, sir, because you can turn that off.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Yes. I never understand why people
Me
have
and
that.
Brittany had probably a conversation about this on Skype one day.
Well,
it's like I was showing and all of a sudden she's like, you know what I can't stand? And I'm like, what? She's like, why don't people go to their settings and turn off the option, when it tells you to, select a mission from your journal? I was like, oh my god, I hate that too. And we both sat there for like 20 minutes, just like, are people stupid?
I mean, there's your video right there. It's like, you know what grinds my gears?
But I mean, like, it's just sitting there. So aren't you like, okay, so maybe I should press start to access my journal? Oh, I don't have anything in here. Well, at least for you, because you read like the hotfixes and stuff like that. You would have known that they implemented something where you can change that.
Yeah, I must have read it, absorbed it, and then just sweated it out because I didn't care. I mean, you're also talking to someone who still spends time going through to get all the journal out, because I still have bunches of crap in there that I'm cleaning out.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, look at your inventory. I wouldn't expect your journal to be like nice and neat either. So
my journal is, or my inventory, yeah, I didn't clean out before I logged out.
Yeah, I feel like that's how your inventory looks all the time.
No, I mean,
I've never seen it look any other way other than messy.
Because I don't clean it out on stream.
Whoa. Okay, those are just styles. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. It's just I did random stuff, and that's why I still have random stuff in here. I never cleaned it out after I ran. I even forgot what I was running to get some of it. Oh, I remember what I was doing.
I don't understand why people like their mini bell. Oh,
Trash, you need to let me on your tune for just give me 20 minutes, man. 20 minutes, and your inventory will be so organized.
My inventory is organized.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. That is not organized.
No, it's not.
Your definition of organized is different from mine, because I know where everything is. I know where to delete.
Just because you know where everything's at on a pile does not make it not a trash pile. All right.
The only reason why you know where everything is because you've lived in like that horrible cluster, whatever you want to call it, of an inventory.
No,
that's the only reason why.
I mean, I know exactly where the first 3 rows are organized. I mean, I can actually delete a few things just to open up some spot and move it, but the 3rd row, everything below it is garbage. I know it's garbage because this row right here consists of the weapons when I do weapon style videos that I have an ass load of videos to edit, but this is the row that stops everything. Everything underneath it is crap.
So everything above it is keeper stuff. So that busted taser.
There is
that CR-70 ring.
Hey, you leave that alone. Oh, so
you just said everything from the 2nd row up is.
Yeah,
keeper.
But that busted taser, you gotta keep that busted taser. Make sure
I was waiting for it. He's like,
no.
Taser. If it's really important to you will asterisk that busted taser.
Something was there. It was removed, and that got populated when I was doing random stuff. And excuse me, Super Patriot still has a weapon from what he had years ago. I can't have a level 70 whatever
that
ring.
has sentimental value.
I have my very first raid weapon. What is that?
That's just a piece of trash crap that you got that you just.
That was my first ring. That was the first.
The busted taser?
Not the taser. No, the ring was. That was the ring that I originally got. That was my first tank ring. Well, when they released that stuff, that was the first one I got.
That's not a tank ring. That's a DPS ring.
Oh, is it? Oh, sure enough.
There's 0 dominance on it, Trex.
The 106 precision, though, is pretty okay.
Huh? Actually, I can't remember where my other ring is now. Then.
So guys, just don't pay attention to the last 5 minutes of Trex talking, please. Thank you.
And then I actually have all my gear is down here on the bottom 3.
I literally sat here and grabbed my beard and almost pulled it out.
Good, you need to shave. It's weird.
Dude, my beard's awesome.
It probably is. You grow a good beard.
Trex.
I'll be jealous of my beard.
Why is Crappy in front of me with a meat cleaver? Like, which shows I don't DPS. Because you know, raised DPS is OP as it is.
Well, his title is pretty, or head or whatever you call that.
Tragic.
Pretty appropriate. Oh yeah, I want to know that too. What auras do you have in your inventory?
Oh,
Yeah, what auras you got?
I was actually curious about that too. You have a couple.
What auras are you hoarding? Are you still hoarding an OG plasmic?
Oh my gosh, this is the guy that would have an OG plasmic and not even know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
No, the OG plasmic would have already been absorbed onto my character because I would already rock that.
I'd have sold that damn thing.
Well,
Dude, you got an orange radiant?
Yeah, I don't do the Berker. Yeah, the orange radiant is
Seriously, if you happen to have an OG plasmic aura sitting in your bank,
it's not in my bank. I don't have one.
In an inventory of one of your tunes, give it to me, and I will give you the majority of the profit.
No,
I said the majority of the profit.
I don't know.
Majority of the profit is at least 51% of the profit, and trust me, you will be making out with at least 51% of the profit off an OG plasmic.
I don't want the money. I don't do
Berker
anymore.
Give me the aura then, so I can sell it. I want the damn money.
Yeah, Grid gave me this orange radiant. Orange radiant.
Oh, wait, did he give it to you to like keep or to?
I'm pretty sure it was to give away, but I don't think we found I don't think there was a winner for it or something. I can't remember. I mean, I might give it away again, but yes, I got an orange radiant here. I got this red one that I don't know why it's still there actually, because I thought I already transferred over to another tune, but I guess I didn't. And then I know I have 2 in my shared bank that I just haven't logged into the characters to grab those.
Oh.
I mean, trust me, the radiant, the aura stuff. I'm like, it's not like ooh because I don't have that Britney money. I can't get that booster bundle stuff. I just can't. I wish I could, and I mean, I even went to the marketplace at least to get the rainbow aura, so at least I'm rocking that. Oh shit! I didn't buy the Shamrock aura. Poop. Hope I can get that next year. Cross my fingers. But all right, so that's everything for the live stuff. Tiny the Terrible's here as well. Oh my god, they're both the same size. Wait, when did Tiny go to Hard Light?
Well, sir, if you'd been on.
Oh, shut up.
He went to Hard Light when the update for it.
Oh.
Yeah. He said that's his favorite part. He's been, figuring stuff out with it. It's not everything he was hoping for, but I think he's willing to say it's better than it was.
I was gonna say, he's gotta say it's better than it was before, because before, if you had a Hard Light in your group, it was like, can you troll?
Does Tiny do melee DPS, or does he do like range, mid range?
Sometimes it depends on the content.
Okay. Because I mean that's one of the tests I wanted to do was to actually take a ranged DPS, Hard Light DPS, and Celestial DPS and see how it actually goes about. Because if you're going to compare powers, you're going to have to compare the 3 combo powers and which one, and verify it that way. Because all 3 of us are going to be sitting on our ass, always. So Thank you, Keebler, for busting a move as well. So, all right, so we are now going to this is all for DCUO, and I do thank you guys for paying attention. So if you do not want to talk about Batman versus Superman or hear about it being talked, this will be the time to go ahead and leave. Come back in like an hour or so, and hear the random spiel of our goodbyes.
If you guys were looking for me to rant about something, stick around.
So this is going to be spoiler heavy. It's been a week. It's officially been a week since it's released. If you haven't seen it yet and don't want to get spoiled, I am not going to be hurt if you leave. It is what it is at this point. And
You've had a week to see it.
I saw it twice, so what are you gonna do? So here's the thing I'm going to say this right off the bat. I already discussed this on Nerds of the Apocalypse, my other podcast, and I've already talked about it with a couple of other friends who also do podcasts. Results may vary. I have never seen a comic book movie split down the middle for the geek community in a very long time. I can't even remember the movie that fans just could not agree on. You have people who liked it and people who hate it, and it's literally, there is no middle ground. You are on either camp. So when you go see the movie, results may vary. You may like it or you may hate it. And I was just stunned on how many people were just on either side. There was just no middle ground for these people. And even the critics. The critics just asinine people. Just asinine people. I couldn't even agree with the critic because they just went too off the rails on certain things. It's like, hey, this movie didn't answer this question. Yes, it fucking did. You just didn't pay attention because you were probably crying into your little notepad because you weren't paying attention. Sorry. But anyways, I've talked about it long enough. I would actually like to hear Soup's opinion about the movie. So, again, spoiler-heavy Batman vs. Superman discussion. Go.
All right. First off, I'm going to say this. The one thing I think everybody does agree on is the fact that all the people out there that were hating on Batfleck,
ha, indeed.
Dude fucking nailed it, just like I said. He did an excellent job. Ben Affleck, best Batman to date, in my opinion. Better than Keaton, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, he totally knocked it out of the park. Right from the get go. All right, this is all right. I'll do it like this. All right, as a fan of comic book movies, all right, as a fan of the franchise, all right, as a a lover of comic book movies, a fan of Superman. I'm a fan, and believe it or not, yes, I am a fan of Batman. As well as being a Wonder Woman fan, just an overall comic book fan. All right, I love this movie. I completely adored this movie. Were there some things in there that I would have liked to have seen Wonder Woman? Of course, because let's face it, Wonder Woman was freaking awesome in this movie. It would have been nice if they had done more with her in it. As far as Lex Luthor, that's part of my critic side of it, because my critic side had a lot of issues with this movie. Starting with Lex Luthor. I started off, everybody was concerned on seeing the trailers and everything. Everybody was worried about, the way that Lex Luthor was being portrayed. And I seriously thought that they were going for this, eccentric billionaire, portrayal of Lex Luthor, but behind the scenes he was the cold, calculating Lex Luthor we know from all the animated movies, TV series, and the comics. Unfortunately, no, we got Jesse Eisenberg's impression of Jim Carrey's The Riddler as Lex Luthor. Am I wrong on that?
Yes.
I am?
Yes.
All right.
I defend. I I walked in, of course, with the lowest of expectations because I do not agree with the dark and brooding movies that Warner Brothers brings to superhero movies. I get it, you want them to be realistic, but you know what? Metropolis is supposed to be a sunny place. Why is everything fucking gray? I've never seen the sky so gray before in my goddamn life. But no, after walking out of the movie twice, I applaud Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. I applaud it because you have to do something different than what Gene Hackman and Kevin Spacey brought to the table. You just gotta. And at the same time, this is a millennial. This is a kid who has daddy issues. He just from his speaking mannerisms, he has dyslexia. He has mental issues. I think if we would have seen him taking medication of some sort, like ADD medication, I think everyone would probably go, oh my God, he has an illness. Oh, it's such a shame. But no, they never showed him do anything, so everyone's just going to go to assume that he's that Jim Carrey, Joker-esque type of guy. Like, no, this is a kid who has problems, and somehow he runs a multi-million-dollar company because he's goddamn smart. He's the smartest man in the room. He just is. So
I mean, I never, got an impression that he wasn't intelligent. It's just the whole little zaniness to him.
Yeah,
I didn't. It didn't mesh well. It doesn't speak to the character of Lex Luthor.
This isn't the Lex Luthor you know. This isn't the Superman that we know. The only character we know from this movie is Batman.
You know what the thing is, though, man. I think this is the best Superman we can get in the world that they've put him in.
Yeah, because this is more. Because I'm telling you now, the American people will treat him just like that, just like shit. We definitely would. And that's what hurts me.
Because that's the way he's being treated. That's the way he's been treated for years now. With the whole debate thing between Superman and Batman. I mean, that's basically the way he's been treated. I mean, the portrayal we've got of Superman is the result of in this movie is the result of not just because that's how they wanted him to be in the movie. It's the result of all of the the Batman versus Superman discussion has been going on for decades. Seriously, this is the thing. This was my biggest thing with the movie. This was my biggest issue with the movie. All right, my biggest issue with the movie was this: they spent so much time in the movie with the conversations that were being had, with the government and the media and everything. They spent so much time, with all that discussion going on there, just shitting all over Superman. Shitting on him left and right for everything he'd done, everything he was doing. But yet, during the whole time, and I mean, they even some clips while they were talking down on this guy, while they were talking down on Superman, they show clips of him. He's going around. He's saving astronauts' lives. He's saving
that's movie. Victims. That was the movie, not the actual news interview. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that was from movie effect.
No, I'm talking about the media in the movie. The media in the movie is what I was talking about.
Yeah, the media in the movie were talking, but those scenes that we saw, like him saving the astronauts on that thing, saving that space shuttle, that was for the movie, not for the media. That was just showing that the arguments and everything. That wasn't it. It was for us as an audience, not for the media.
But you missed what I'm saying. All right, it was like I'm not saying they were showing these clips while they were talking about on the media, but I'm saying in the movie, okay, you hear the dialogue of all these people debating. Yeah. Should we trust Superman? Is he really here to help? Should he be helping us? All this talk back and forth. The whole time they're just shitting on him, but yet they keep showing all these clips, and all the guy is doing is fucking helping people and saving lives. And it was like they were the whole hate and mistrust on Superman thing, and it felt like they were trying to cram it down my throat. the whole time. It felt like they were trying to cram it down my throat that this guy's an alien. We shouldn't trust him. You know, it just felt like it was being crammed down my, and that really turned me off. It really turned me off because and I'm not saying that even even in the movies or in any comic book to date, that I'm not saying that Superman is infallible. All right, but you know what it really the only thing I can compare it to is the way police officers are talked about in the media today. That's what it sounded like, a lot like. It's like because one fucking guy, one cop out there screwed up, all right? That cop being Zod, all right? Because he screwed up, Superman, all aliens are bad. All aliens, aren't to be trusted. And that, I mean, like I say, it just shoved down our throats that, we weren't supposed to trust Superman. And that part right there, it really turned me off on the whole thing. I get the gist of it and the reasons why they were doing it, but I mean, it was so ham-fisted that it really bothered me. On top of that, did we really need to see the Batman origin again?
Oh, fuck me, right? Oh my god. Not only did we have to see it, we had to sit there for it felt like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes.
He had to make it RT. Come on. Come on, man. And what really upset me, and of course I had to be the first thing, I'm like, alright, well, you know what? Fine. Batman origin story, I don't even care. I don't even care. All of a sudden, little Bruce in the cave gets he's flying because the bats are circling him. I'm like, really, Zach? You really had to put another Jesus allegory thing in here? Seriously? Come on, Zach. Come on.
And the thing, I mean, they come back and they say, and everything like that. But still, I was like, I don't know. The whole, and of course, they validate the reason why they had to show the Batman origin later on in the movie, which honestly, God, dumbest reason to stop fucking fighting I've ever seen.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No. You know what? You know what happened? You know why they stopped fighting? Because of the feels. The feels won that day.
Oh my god.
The feels won the battle. Superman didn't beat Batman. Batman didn't defeat Superman. The feels beat everyone.
Oh, don't tell Balkan that, man. Me and Balkan almost... Balkan got so mad at me. Balkan got so mad at me at belittling that fight between them two in that movie. He spoiled it for everybody else that was watching the stream yesterday during the podcast.
God damn. My word, Balkan. But no, and my friend pointed out to me very, very easily, because both people had a mission to have that winner, cap in their head. Batman was to kill Superman. Superman was to get Batman to help him save his mom. Who completed their objective?
No, yeah, Superman did.
Superman won the fight.
Yeah.
Done deal. You cannot argue that. You can't. After he explained it to me that way, I'm like, you know what? You can't. Batman didn't win. You just, objectives are right there. They're just right there.
See, my thing was like, I mean, and everybody's saying it's like, because Balkan's thing is, he said Superman is stupid. He said Superman is stupid. And I'm like, he's not stupid. Orbit was calling him on. He said, he's not stupid. How is he stupid? He said, well, because you didn't go there and he tried to reason him. I was like, because he was trying to get him to fucking help. How is that being stupid?
If you're saying Superman is stupid, you've lost the argument. That's not logical. I love you, Balkan. That's not logical. That's like me saying, it's like, Batman's stupid. Why? Nah, Batman's just stupid. Why? Because he's wearing all black. He doesn't smile. Yeah, he's stupid. He's dark and brooding. Ooh. If anything, I do not like Zack Snyder's Superman. I do not. I get it. I get this is the Superman that, of course, would be in this universe, in our real world. Because I looked at what they did to Superman in Batman vs. Superman, and it's like the committee trying to abscond him. I'm like, this is exactly what we would do. We have a guy helping us, doing good. And of course, that village that got destroyed after he left, shit happens. That's like the same thing of like our military coming in. Hey, we do something, and then we leave. Shit's just gonna shit on those people who we just saved. It just happens. It's repercussions. That's life. But I look at that. I'm like, this is exactly what we would do, and I guess I don't want to see that. And it's probably just going to make me a little upset with Civil War. It's just like, oh man, we're gonna put Captain America, just put him on a stake and just light that bitch. So but I just don't like his Superman. He's freaking dark. It's a little depressing that I want to see Superman be this optimistic character, be this ray of hope, this ray of light to shine on us. But I get the allegory of Jesus Christ, and he's sad all the time. So I do not like Zack Snyder's Superman. Now, I say this, and of course, it sounds like I've dissed this movie a little bit. I walked out both times of this movie with a smile. Kind of messed up because of what happened in the movie, but I smiled because I'm like, I enjoyed the movie. I really enjoyed the movie. It was probably because of Batfleck making it just over the top. Wonder Woman being a badass. Whew. That intro music. Thank you, Hans Zimmer. Thank you.
Yep, and thank you for your service, Hans Zimmer, because Hans Zimmer has now retired from doing superhero movies.
No!
Yeah.
I'm sad.
See, and people. Another thing I don't agree with. People have been taking issue with Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman, and I don't necessarily. You can't really blame that on Henry Cavill because he's playing the part that Zack Snyder's written and directed.
Yeah,
right?
And Henry has the face.
My thing is exactly because somebody told me last week after seeing it, somebody told me that there was no emotion to him. He wasn't portraying. He didn't have any emotion at all in his portrayal. And I'm like, dude, you can see the emotion on his face, man.
Yeah,
you could see the emotion on his face, the turmoil on his face, and all that. The disappointment and the sadness, and all of the negativity that was being directed towards him, some of which was, again, I'm going to say ham-fisted because I'm sorry, all right, he shows up in the desert to rescue Lois, all right, after these paramilitary guys shoot and kill everybody there. And then you're going to have some survivors from that village at a Senate hearing talking about how Superman showed up and then when he left, everybody was dead. What did he do? Did he drop down in the middle of the village with an M60?
Exactly. I don't remember him doing this.
Since when does Superman need to use a gun? I was like,
But it, so I brought Michael Grid on because he wanted to talk a little bit, and this is what I do. I bring people on. Grid, what did you think? I bring you in here and your mic doesn't work. Oh, wait, hold on. Smooth. So, fixing settings. Good man. So, like I said, I enjoyed it. Batfleck nailed it. He killed it. I can't wait for his solo Batman movies that he's going to star, direct, and he even wrote. I think he's going to direct it, but I know he wrote it. I know he has a script. And I think it's time for Zack Snyder to go ahead and take a step back. And David S. Goyer, you're done. You can take a sidestep. No more of that. No more superhero movies for you. No more.
Hello.
There you are.
All right. Yep.
So, but here's the thing with Zack Snyder though. Zack Snyder made this movie for the comic book fan. If you have not read The Dark Knight Returns or The Death of Superman, then you have no idea what the shit is going on in this movie.
Yeah.
You have no reference.
One of the big things for me was the introduction of the death of Superman in the movies too soon. I really thought that they should have built up more the relationship between Batman and Superman, the character of Lex Luthor, before they introduced his day and having the whole death of Superman. They could have saved it for the second or third movie, I think.
Oh, they could have, but here's the problem.
I don't think they could have because of what's coming.
That's true. And there's my thing. This is one of my other concerns about this whole Warner Brothers DC thing is they are fucking rushing this. Yep. Because they did not do the Marvel plan. And I get it. You're Warner Brothers, you're DC, you want to do your own thing. I get that. But here's the thing. You're fucking it up. You are really screwing the pooch on this because you are rushing this so fast. Because Batman vs. Superman, this was not Batman vs. Superman. This was Batman, my origin, my movie. Introducing Superman and featuring...
This was Zack Snyder's interpretation of Dark Knight Returns.
Basically.
Featuring Wonder Woman.
Pretty much.
And then they slapped the death.
No, I mean, and the whole death scene was awesome. It really was. I mean, he died by Doomsday's hands. Like, you know what? You couldn't ask for a more comic book thing than that. I get that. I love it. Go for it. But now we're going to...
shocked they did it.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
I lost it that first time. I was like, what?
Because to me, Superman is still kind of, like, in the movie world right now, I think still kind of a rookie. He's still new to the world. So they haven't really had a chance to build up as, like, the savior of the people that everybody's behind. You know, because there's still a lot of, like, opposition to Metropolis. And they could have turned into, like, you know, everybody in Metropolis loves him. He's the hero of the city. And then Gotham has Batman, and they're still kind of, like, on the fence between Batman, the whole vigilante thing. And I know they want to create this conflict between Superman and Batman for the ultimate fight, kind of like the big fanboy, you know, showdown. Who's going to win, Batman or Superman? But I think they could have done a little bit better. That's all.
And you know, and I keep going back to Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. It's like people don't like him. People don't, and you know, I get that. It's not your Lex Luthor. But I'm telling you this. At the end, when he's on Lex Tower, he's laid out all his plans to Superman. You cannot get more Lex Luthor than that. Because even I was questionable until Lex Tower.
But Lex Luthor, he's not kooky. You know, he's not.
That was like a Joker kind of rant.
No, it wasn't. That was not Joker. See, it was not. It was not.
God.
It was not. It is. I'm telling you, Gene Hackman, Kevin Spacey, the two best Lex Luthors from Superman movies, two of the best, amazing actors. Jesse could not do what they did because it's just copying. He had to do something new.
If he had portrayed Lex Luthor the same way he portrayed what's his name, same way he portrayed what's his name that founded Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. It was
that guy. Right there's your Lex Luthor. He can do that.
No, I wouldn't have wanted that. I really wouldn't have.
What I really would have wanted to see or is plotting, scheming guy for power, or for this movie more of a like something happened to caused by Superman or Batman that he wants revenge, because this is just really him. Like, the character is naturally bad and he just wants it. He's on like a young college kid power trip with all daddy's money. That's what it is for me. Instead of like, oh, you do this to me, Superman, and I'm gonna get my revenge on you. You know.
And even Lex in the movie detailed why he was after Superman, why he wanted to break God. God is either all powerful or all good, and like that whole line was just freaking great. I'll give him that. Like David S. Goyer did an amazing job for that writing for Lex for that. But I mean, this was not an altogether kid or an altogether guy. Like I said, he has mental problems. The stuttering the stuttering at the speech showed he had mental problems. He has stuttering, dyslexia. He has multiple things, multiple layers on this guy. So he wasn't just an altogether dude. And that's exactly what Zach wanted from Lex. He wanted a millennial. And fucker, you got a millennial. This is it.
It didn't work for me though.
Who likes millennials?
I mean, exactly.
Millennials don't even like millennials. Come on, man.
But I mean, and once I wrap my head around it, I'm like, you know what? I'm taking Spacey, Gene. I'm taking you guys out. This guy, I want to give you this. I want to figure it out. The first time I saw it, I even turned to my buddy Stevie B. After he gets onto the helicopter and flies away, I'm like, when did Lex become such a badass? He was like, I know, right? It was like, I like his balls dropped in that scene and just flew away. I'm like, you just can't get more Lex than that. You just can't.
I would have rather seen the Lex Luthor character like develop his Iron Man to fight Superman and Batman instead of like. Oh, and the other thing is too with the Kryptonian ship, it's just they made it just like so easy for him to like access to all this. Would you like to assume command of the ship? Yeah. Don't they have any like security controls on Krypton or anything?
No,
like that?
They do not. No.
Not only that, but why does Superman leave that ship there?
Yeah, why does he like let body of Zod in the ship? Like, yeah, the government can just.
At that point, I mean, Superman. Hey, this is Superman year one. He's still learning everything. He trusts in he trusts in America. That's exactly what he did. And look, America fucks you up. It does. It just does. So, and that was because I asked the same thing. It's like, why is the ship on not? Why did he not just like throw it away somewhere? And
it's in a giant sucker bubble right now.
Yeah. But everything Lex did, the planting all the seeds in Superman, framing Superman, putting the seeds in Batman, I was just like, if I clapped a little bit. I really did. I clapped a second time because I was with more people, and I was just like, that was just awesome. I couldn't believe Lex even did that. I just couldn't.
Everything from the classic Superman for Lex Luthor that he knows about Superman, they just gave like Lex everything. He knows Superman's identity, he knows his mother, he has like the total library of the planet Krypton and can create all these giant weapons and doomsdays, and he has the alien technology and
honestly, I had no problem. I honestly had no problem with Lex learning everyone's secret identity. I really didn't. I mean, wait, did he know Batman's? Yeah, he knew Batman. Yeah. I mean, I had no problem with it because at some point you have to be smart and kind of put things together. I mean, some stuff just has to start adding up a bit, and of course they didn't really go into detail on how he found everything out. But he had the metahuman file with Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman, which was pretty neat.
The Cyborg one was.
Oh my God! Right?
So well done. People are saying that there was a mother box.
It was. That was a mother box that the United States government had. You know, because it popped up in things. Go Star Labs.
Yep, Star Labs. They dropped Star Labs, and
Now here's the thing with that, because at the end of the movie, Batman basically made Lex Luthor a prison bitch. We all thought it was like, go turn around, forehead on the wall, hands on the back. You're gonna be my bitch. We all made the joke. We all knew it.
And they make Lex bald by giving him a prison military style haircut. Do they shave prisoners' head?
He's like maximum security. I'm okay with it. I really am. Because as soon as they started shaving his head, I'm like, oh, that's a nice little spin.
Yeah, but
kudos.
Is that something that they're really doing, like, in our world, to shave prisoners' heads bald because they have long hair?
I could see that. I mean, you get a haircut in the military. I don't see why not. If it's too long, you could just you can possibly choke yourself with your hair. But at the same time, I've never been to jail, so I don't know. I try not to live that kind of lifestyle. But my issue with the end of it was when Batman's there, Lex is telling about the people and the guy in the stars. He's coming. The bells have rung, and I was like, how the fuck do you know, Lex? What are you talking? Okay, now you're just going crazy, man. Someone get him medication. Someone did not give him his medication. And then earlier this week, superherohype.com and a bunch of other websites, Warner Brothers released a 30-second clip, a deleted scene, which was after Supes and Doomsday fly off out of the ship. Lex is still in there. There's a raid party coming in to actually come and capture Lex. While they're coming in, there is this, on the monitor, there is this big creature that...
Hold on, was that raid party 1 or 2 tank?
I think it was 1 tank, actually. It was a 4-man party. It was alert size.
Oh, all right.
But on the monitor, there was a giant monster there, a giant creature with a bunch of mother boxes. And then the screen disappeared and they arrested Lex. And that was the scene of him getting arrested. If that 30-second scene was in the movie, and then we see Lex break down with Batman, it's like, he's coming, I would be okay. Thank you for good storytelling. I understand why he's crazy now. I get it. But they didn't put that 30-second scene in the movie, so we just have this crazy guy. It's like, oh, well, fuck. Now he is kind of Joker-like. Now there's no way to defend this guy because he's going fucking crazy. 30 seconds, guys. I understand. Time is a factor in a 2.5-hour movie. But 30 seconds! That one scene could have saved the ending. That one scene. And at the same time, I think the creature on the monitor was Steppenwolf. Because, hey, it's a movie. It doesn't have to be an actual human.
It looked like him.
I mean, it had his head, his helmet, right? I mean, he looked like a creature. I thought it was like a big monster, but the more I looked, I'm like, yeah, that's Steppenwolf's helmet right there. And if that's the case, then like, high five. It's going to be so good.
Back.
But it's...
Back.
I still walked away liking it. I think some of my nitpicks are super small, where it still does not make it a bad movie.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I as a fan, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I loved the movie. The only gripes I have on that front is I wish there was more Wonder Woman involved. We could have seen a little more, because the majority of the Wonder Woman fighting Doomsday even was off screen.
The majority, everything we saw of Wonder Woman was already seen in the trailer.
Pretty much, yeah. And so that was a little bit disappointing, right there, as a fan. But outside of that, I mean, I loved the movie. I loved the movie.
Yeah.
It's just the other things that, the back of my head are just like gnawing at it, and I just. Ugh.
I think also. Go ahead, Mike.
I think there were a lot of cliche things in there too that just kind of turned me off. The retelling of Batman's origin again and showing the murder in Crime Alley. the dream sequences I just felt were too cliche, and
See, I don't think those. I think those were messages from the future.
The one that Batman had was, it was a dream sequence, but it was a dream due to the fact that the Flash was there, and a little bit of that future when he was coming through the Speed Force, I think bled into Batman's subconscious, that caused him to have that dream of the future.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was they were like dream messages sent back to him to let him know that
No, it wasn't a dream message. I mean, Flash was there in real life. He was there. Flash wasn't a dream.
I'm not talking about the Flash scene in particular. When
that's really the only dream.
He's traumatized, or like the part where Kevin Costner shows up.
Nope, that had to be done. That had to be done.
Superman is like just talking to his dead dad. I'm like, this didn't make sense to me.
If that doesn't make sense, if that did not make sense, then no other one did either.
All right, why is he seeing dead people then?
That's not seeing a dead person. That's visiting a memory. That's visiting your... If you are by yourself, alone, and kind of just want to be by yourself, be lost in your thoughts, you're going to envision... And this is also just for like film making, just for the movie purposes, because you just can't stand there and talk to yourself. You're standing there talking to yourself, but you're going to envision the person you're standing next to having a conversation with. And for the movie purpose, we have to see Kevin Costner. We just couldn't have Henry Cavill talking to himself or hearing the story in his head without having Kevin Costner stand there in front of him, having that father-son moment. We had to have that.
I would have cut that out of the movie if I was directing it.
No, that needed to be in there, because that solidified what Soups had to do. Without that moment, when Soups rescued Lois, he would have not had the movie. He would not have the moment where he just looks at Lois. I love you. You're just my world. You're the world I need to protect. Let me just go. Let me just go do this. This is what I need to do. Without that pivotal moment of Soups realizing that hey, you did a good thing. Something bad happened. You're right. You're not gonna get over it, but you will move on. And the person you're going to move on with is going to help you recover and remind yourself that you're still a good person. And that's exactly what Lois was doing.
I got to say, I think you just have an advantage over me because you saw it twice. I still have to, I don't know. I don't want to see it again, but I think I have to, you know what I mean?
With this kind of movie, and
just so many details that you...
Yeah, because the first time I saw it, and let me just say now, I was only going to watch it once, unless it was good enough for me to want to go see it again. I saw it twice because I already paid for one ticket the next day, and the day before I saw it for free. So it was like luck of the draw. I was going to watch it twice. So the first time I was just enjoying it just as a regular moviegoer, and then the second time I did analyze everything to nitpick it, because I had to get it done. And Gal Gadot, I love you. You're really awesome as Wonder Woman. I'm going to need you to pick a freaking accent, though.
Exactly. I had the same thing. I'm like, what accent is that? Russian? Is it Greek? Is it really? What are they going for here? So
you're going to need to stick with an accent and just go with it, darling. You can't. It was so back and forth with that accent. I'm like, this is so annoying now that I caught this crap. But it's out. But then after that, it's like I got used to it. It's okay. But
yeah, I'll probably see it again when it comes in.
I think I'm gonna own this. I even walked out and I even looked at my buddy TVB, who's the biggest Superman fan. I looked at him like, look, Man of Steel still sucks. This was 100 times way better. This was such a redeeming factor. So redeeming for me. Because I do not like Man of Steel. It is still so poop. But I was really, really happy with how Batman vs. Superman panned out. Yeah, I think I do have to probably thank it to Ben Affleck and his Batman. It's old man Batman. How can you not like him? He kills people.
Which goes back to my original theory, which me and you have had many discussions about. DC cannot make a freaking movie that is successful unless fucking Batman's in it.
No lie.
Because they don't know how to write any of their other characters for the big screen.
David S. Goyer, he needs to stop. He just gotta stop. I don't even think he wrote Wonder Woman, which I'm really happy with.
That whole Hitler Reacts video that's out there, to the Batman versus Superman. Oh my God, he was saying so many things that I have said on this podcast in the past, 3-4 years? About DC not knowing how to fucking market their own goddamn licenses they've had decades to do what Marvel is doing right now.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, as much as I loved this movie, as much as I did love Batman vs. Superman, Civil War is going to fucking bury it.
Oh, no kidding.
My God, it will. Oh, it so will.
That's because I think Marvel just brings out the kid in all of us. When we put something on the screen, it's like, yes, this is what we wanted to see.
See, and that was
what we wanted to watch.
That was the other thing too. That I mean, it didn't bother me. It was I was let down. I was let down by it. The Trinity moment. You know, when you've got them you've got all three of them right there.
Yeah.
You know, on the screen. That's a fucking huge moment. That is a huge moment for DC Comics right there. Huge moment. First time the Trinity has been on the fucking big screen, and I just didn't fucking feel it.
Ooh.
I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it nearly as much as I felt with that panoramic shot going around the Avengers. When all of them first got together.
That's true.
From that moment right there in Avengers, when that moment happened right there, that panoramic around them all, I fucking started grinning like a little kid and did not stop until the fucking credits were rolling.
Okay, so far nothing's better than Deadpool at this moment, okay?
And then I fucking died laughing at the end credits because they're all sitting there eating shawarmas at the end. You know, there was... I've got to echo what Kevin Smith said about this movie. I mean, he thoroughly enjoyed the movie. You know, he loved it. But there was it was a joyless movie. There was no joy in this movie at all.
And that's what Warner Brothers and DC doesn't do. They don't do joy. They just don't.
You gotta blame the story writers on that, though. You know.
Yeah,
tell
again,
that to all the people. Tell that to all the people. And I because I'm old enough to have been one of them. I'm sorry when Christopher Reeves at the end of fucking Superman was flying up there through space, looked at the screen, gave a little smile. I fucking felt that. I felt that.
Yeah. And
DC can do fucking feel good movies.
They don't want. Right? They don't want to do campy. They just don't want to do it.
It doesn't have to be fucking campy. It doesn't have to be campy. It's just got to leave you at least feeling like, you know, something good happened.
Something did. Superman broke a guy's neck. Who knew that could happen?
Oh my God.
Trust me, I am on the same boat. I do not like this dark and brooding that Warner Brothers brings up. I just don't like it. And I'm not saying that Marvel does it better. I get dark and brooding. You have Batman. Congratulations. You have Superman. He's supposed to be this ray of hope. The ray of hope versus the cynicism. You both can't be dark and gritty. You both can't be on the same spectrum. You have to be opposite of each other. That's why you guys are so good together. Opposites attract. That's why Batman and Superman work together so well. So well.
Yeah.
And sadly enough, Warner Brothers is rushing this Justice League. Rushing it. Because we should have had a Man of Steel 2. We should have had a Wonder Woman solo. And then a Batman. And technically, really, and Aquaman, and you can introduce Flash and Cyborg in this movie because mofos aren't going to use Grant Gustin. No, we're going to choose a new Flash. Great.
Another thing that makes no sense to me at all.
Look, we can only pray that in 10 years is going to lead to an infinite crisis, and all of a sudden the universes are going to come together, and Arrow and the movies are going to join the Arrowverse. That's all we can pray.
I'll tell you straight up right now. I'm sorry, Grant. I just got to say this right now. All right. Fucking Monday night was proof that DC does not need to fucking go dark.
Oh my god. I knew you were going to bring it up.
Thing they do.
Oh, that Supergirl Flash crossover was so... It melted my heart. I felt it melt. Just... Oh my god. Even the serious scenes were so good.
How Banshee look? Oh my god.
What? I was so... Okay. With Banshee, I was skeptic. Because I saw the pictures before, and I'm like, maybe they're going to put some CGI on and everything. They didn't. But... So it came out full makeup, and my issue is, with Banshee, she actually changes into that form, and then she could change back into normal. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, did you do that makeup yourself? Did you just go complete dark side and just make up all that yourself? Good. Okay. Well, you want to do that? Fine. Whatever.
But she looked like the Silver Banshee. I thought it was sick.
Damn well she did, and it was great. It was that whole episode, that crossover was the
fun.
best. It was that one episode gave me the same feels I did for all of Arrow season 2. 23 some odd episodes. All those feels came into one episode thanks to Flash and Supergirl.
The ending of the episode reminded me of that old super comic where he's saved by, someone tells him he's going to be saved by an LL, so he's in trouble, and get about, who are all the LLs in his life that can save him, Lana Lang, Lois Lane, blah, blah, blah. It goes on, and then in the end he gets saved by, a Little League player,
Yeah.
So that's how it felt for me. It was a cool end.
Supergirl is... I can tell you now, Supergirl is definitely really trying to target a key demographic. It's trying to target the geek community, the comic book fans, but it's also trying to reach out to the young women of the audience. It's really trying to capture that.
I have no problem with that, dude.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite interactions between characters on there is when she's talking with Cat Grant.
Oh my God, she is
it's
amazing.
Cat Grant is such a fucking mentor to her. She has no idea.
Do you think that Cat knows that Kara is Supergirl? Or
no.
They had an episode where she had figured it out, and then they had Martian Manhunter.
I think she's just playing coy.
They had Martian Manhunter show up as Supergirl. With Kara standing there, so to get her off the scent,
because she figured out freaking Barry like that. It was funny.
Yeah. Oh my God! It's like, what are you guys? You like a interracial CW show? And I lost it. All the little nudges, and she even dropped Neil Adams. I'm like, oh, woman. The little things in life that just get you so well. But yeah, Supergirl is definitely trying to target a key demographic to trying to show really the world that, hey, you can be a girl and still like comics, because that's still apparently a bad thing to some people, idiots. But
kudos to CBS for just taking, not caring about cross network crossover show between heroes. So
yeah, and honestly, even Berlanti came on Twitter. It's like, hey, look, I hope you guys really enjoy it. Please give us your feedback. And I even went to him it was great, it was amazing. Do it again. Do it more.
Yeah.
I'm getting something to eat. You want to?
Okay. Yeah. So I'm sorry.
It was
Monday night was proof positive that they don't need to go goddamn dark with every fucking thing they do. And even Arrow, dude, this week's Arrow, you started seeing him, he's fucking lightening up.
He apparently didn't know there were Harry Potter movies. Who knew?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's lightening up. I mean, he's still serious about the mission and everything, but he's lightening up, and so it's man.
Yeah, but Felicity Smoke needs to lighten up too, I think. But
I'm
like
done.
The big reality check for him, though.
I'm completely done. That whole episode, I'm like, Felicity, it's time for you to move away. Laurel, Ollie, let's get back together.
I'm ready.
I'm ready for, what is it, Lorley?
She's just like, you can't tell me the truth and shit. And I'm like, woman, the woman said he couldn't see his own son if he told anybody, and you're gonna hold that over him.
I even went to my friend who asked me the same thing. She asked me about that. She's like, I can't believe Felicity left because of... I'm like, look, I can tell you now, if we were together and sorry, I use this vernacular, but if my baby's mama told me I had to keep it a secret, baby, I'm sorry, you're going to have to hold... This is a secret you'll never know until that mother is ready. You will not know. I am going to respect the hell out of that wish. I just gotta. All right, great. Thank you, man. But yeah, we're about to wrap this up.
All right, guys. Yeah. Talk to you later.
But all right, so last little bit on Batman vs Superman. Results may vary. The only way you can really make it really a voice on how this movie was, you gotta go see it. You really just do. Or you know what? Just wait for Netflix or wait for DVD or whatever. Don't bootleg it. I
can't even say I
don't even know. But also, if you guys have not seen the Supergirl Flash crossover from this past Monday, you're doing yourself a disservice. You need to go see this episode. You don't even have to have any knowledge on what's going on with Flash or Supergirl. Just watch it. Okay, actually, no, correction. You may need to watch the week before that Supergirl episode where she had red kryptonite, but you're good. Just watch this week. Just watch the crossover. It was really great. God, it was... Oh, man, I need to watch it again. My heart needs it. It was so uplifting. He ran to show off the power to Jimmy, came back with ice cream, and the look on her face.
I know, right?
The look on her face. I was clapping. I was squealing. I was just like... I felt like I was there. I got the ice cream. I was like, oh my God, he really did this. Oh my God. Oh, now that's the relationship I want. I want Flash and Supergirl to date. That's I need that buddy comedy now or something. Let Arrow come in and is like, what's going on? She's like, oh, why are you serious? You need to smile, Grumpy. And Arrow just like, I'm out. I can't do this.
Yeah.
So that's it for our show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for that spiel about Batman vs Superman. Again, go see it. I definitely recommend it. You're either going to like it or you're either going to hate it. There's really no middle ground for this movie. The geek community refuses to have a middle ground. So it's time for shameless plug. Be sure to follow us on our social media over on Facebook and Twitter at DCUO Sourcecast. Just type in, or you can type in Sourcecast, whichever one. You can find all the VODs over at youtube.com/Trexlight in the Sourcecast playlist. Some of those videos also link over to Patriots' channel because he was cool enough to host some. You can follow the MP3s over at Trexlight.com or on iTunes. Just type in DCUO Sourcecast. If you guys have a question or a suggestion you want to ask us and we'll talk about on the show, email us at DCUOSourcecast@gmail.com. Soups, where can we find you?
You can, of course, find me at youtube.com/thedaddy'shouse. I am also facebook.com/thedaddy'shouse. I am on Twitter at thedaddy'shouse. And you can occasionally find me here streaming on twitch.tv/thedaddy'shouse. Brittany, I'd ask you where we could find you, but you left.
I didn't leave. I'm still
No, she's
here.
here. She's here. just understand, folks. I mean, Brittany plays DCO, but she's not like heavily involved in the DC lore. But and that's okay. We need someone to keep us settled, and that's what she's here for.
You can find me on YouTube at / Brittany, on Twitter at PinkRanger_206, and on Twitch at Brittany_Trex. Where can we find you?
You can find me over at Facebook.com/Trexlight, over on my YouTube channel at YouTube.com/Trexlight, over on the Twitter at This Is Trex, and be sure to follow my Twitch channel over at Twitch.tv/Trexlight. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight, and tune in next week where we'll talk about stuff that I'm not sure what to talk about yet. I'm thinking episode 23 actually should probably be out soonish, so expect a release date maybe next weekish.
Next Wednesday, if it follows the whole
schedule. Yeah,
it should be next Wednesday.
Yeah, so be prepared. Be prepared. This is also this is the third month of this cycle. So again, the 8-player raid is just a normal raid. There is no elite, but there is an omnipotence item. So there is a nice little item of that. OP neck. And this is also introducing the new a new duo that's continuing on with the Dark Side Halls of Power stuff. So we'll
right. Halls of Power 3, the conclusion's coming, folks.
So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. You guys have a safe weekend. See you later.
Bye.
Goodbye.